There is a solution to obesity. It's energy balance. It's balancing calories in and calories out.
We're eating and drinking too much and not getting enough exercise.
We will have to have greater emphasis on getting that energy balance.
Nowadays, there's this phrase, let's practice energy balance. Okay, we're gonna make sure that we know how to match the calories in to the calories out so that we don't get fat. It's nonsense. You eat, say, 110 bites of food a day, and you only burn off 109 of them, you're gonna get obese in 20 years. Even if there's a Guinness World Record holder of calorie counting, calories in to the calories out, nobody can do it.
340.
What do you have next?
Next, I have swim team.
We certainly don't want to discourage people from exercising or underplay the importance of physical activity to health, but we are not going to exercise our way out of this obesity problem to burn off just one 20-ounce Coke. A child would have to bike for an hour and 15 minutes. Most people don't have that much time in their day.
So if you burn a calorie, sleeping or you burn a calorie, exercising, it's still a calorie burned. The question is a calorie eaten a calorie eaten? And for that, we have really good data. And it says a calorie is not a calorie. Why is a calorie not a calorie? All right, let's give you an example. Let's take an easy one. Let's take almonds. If you consume 160 calories in almonds, because of the fiber in the almonds, the food is not going to get absorbed immediately. So your blood sugar rise is going to be a lot lower. It's going to be for longer. So what's the opposite of the almond? Well, the opposite of the almond would be a soft drink. Because there's no fiber, they get absorbed straight through the portal system to the liver. The liver gets this big sugar rush. And when your liver gets that onslaught, it has no choice but to turn it into fat immediately. So, 160 calories in almonds or 160 calories in soda? You tell me which is better.
For over 125 years, we've been bringing people together.
And yet, we are continually being sold a message contrary to the science.
On something that concerns all of us, obesity.
Our weight, we're told, comes down to calories in and calories out.
Simple, common sense fact. All calories count, no matter where they come from, including Coca-Cola and everything else with calories. And if you eat and drink more calories than you burn off, you'll gain weight.
Well, one thing we need to understand that the food industry is really at the heart of this problem. We're handing industry a big gift in that they get to confuse the issue by talking about exercise. It's all about the spin, right? So the food industry is good at kind of taking half-truths and then stretching them.
Food companies are interested in selling more food. That's their job as a corporation. And one way to do that is to co-opt potential critics. Soft drink companies fund research in universities. They donate to professional societies. And in fact, I just saw a new major analysis that says that soft drinks have nothing to do with obesity. And the study was sponsored in part by Coca-Cola.
We haven't heard this kind of association before. It's the American Academy of Family Physicians. They have partnered up with Coca-Cola, which,
you know, yeah, definitely a head scratcher.
Yeah.
Immediately after Coke's announcement, a group of 20 doctors who helped make up the American Academy of Family Physicians publicly resigned.
How can any organization that claims to promote public health join forces with a company that promotes products that put our children at risk?
But not all doctors see it the same way, particularly those whose research is funded by the industry.
Even though study after study has shown soda to be a significant contributor to America's staggering obesity crisis, Dr. Allison says there's not enough solid evidence. But his critics say Allison is motivated by something else, by all the money he has repeatedly taken from Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the American Beverage Association.
I know you've received a lot of money from the food industry in general. Was there evidence that said the ingestion of sugary beverages actually contributed to the obesity problem?
Ingestion of all calories contributes to obesity problem. One question you might ask is whether sugary beverages contribute more so than do other calories. That's a very challenging question to ask.
Well, let me ask you that. Do they?
It's a good question. There's reasons to believe they might, but I don't think the evidence is quite clear. For example,
what would be the science behind that?
Well, the ideal study might be requiring people to, excuse me, let me start again on that. Let me just get my thoughts together.
Okay.
We know sugared beverage consumption is producing diabetes and obesity.